Hello everyone, my name is Isako Mochizuki. Welcome to my first video. This is, as you can see, Genshin Impact, and I'm going to be going through, as the title suggests, my characters, their weapons and everything. Only going through the 5 stars because that is what I decided to do starting in January, all the way through the beginning of March, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. And it was something that I wanted to do because there was really no content. But as you can see, because I have a total of what can be 30 out of the, I believe is 32 or 33 Baiju within 2.5 weeks or 2 weeks from now. There, I am missing two 5-star characters, but I'm just going through all of the ones that I have on my account and that I've built, and I've built all of them. Except for maybe one who is just very difficult because the set just doesn't want to show up. But first, I'm probably gonna split this into a two-parter because it's a lot of characters. So I think today we'll go through just the first 15 and then go through the next 15 uh, on a later video. So starting off, we have Zhongli. Um, I have these little notes that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be going through their level, their weapon, their artifacts, and their talents. Constellations as well, but that's not really something that I was, trying to focus on. But yeah, so let's start with Zhongli. He's at level 90. You can see his stats. I will, if anyone ever wants to, please tell me if you'd like to see the details for every single one of them. Not really going to show them because it takes a long time. He has a Refinement 2 Vortex Vanquisher. Now, I do want to say I was a whale during this time, so I will have a lot of 5-star weapons. Next, obviously his artifact. He does run on a 4-piece Tenacity of the Millilith, and his talents are 9, 9, 10. Next, we have Arataki Ito, also level 90. You can see his rough stats right there. Runs a Redhorn Storm Thresher at our Refinement 1 with a 4-piece Husk of Opulent Dreams and Triple Crown because I like the guy and he's a Chad. Albedo, level 90 as well. His stats right there. R5 Cinnabar Spindle. He also on a 4-piece Husk of Opulent Dreams and 8, 10, 8. Now we get to that's it for all the Geo 5-star Geo characters. Now we have some animals. Kaedahara Kazuha, level 90, and these are his stats. I run him with a Freedom Sword at R1, 4-piece Viridescent Venerer, and triple 9. Also have Xiao, level 90. His stats right there on the right. An R5 Primordial Jadewing Spear. This is the reason why you should never wish or summon on the weapon banner, because this might happen. He runs a 4-piece Vermilion Hereafter. Or a 4-piece. I don't know what his best set is. YouTube is not helping, and I don't know what to do with him. He's also Triple Crown because he was my first DPS that I really liked. Next is Jean. Her stats right there. With an Aquila Favonia, 2-piece Spellflame, 2-piece Bloodstained Chivalry, and 10, 9, 13. I will get her to a Triple Crown when I have C5. Now we have Kamisato Ayaka. Her stats right here, she has a Myth Splitter Reforged, 4-piece Blizzard Strayer, and she's sitting at Triple Crown because she's very fun. Now we have Sino, however you want to pronounce it, Sino. I don't know the proper pronunciation. Here's his stats. I would like more EM, but it's very difficult. Runs the Staff of Scarlet Sands, 4-piece Thundering Fury, and 199 on his talents. Then we have Kuching. Her stats right here. She also has a Mist Splitter reforged, which was very lucky. If you would ever want, I would explain how I did it, and it was painful and took a lot of time. No money though. I'll just say that, no money. So it was pure luck. Thundering Fury, 4-piece Thundering Fury, of course. And she is triple crowned because do I really need to say it? Then we have Alhaitham here, level 90 as well. His stats right here. Light of the Foliar Incision. On a 2-piece Gilded, 2-piece Deepwood. I would prefer him to have a 4-piece Gilded Dreams, but I hate the Dendro domain. And his talents are 888. Next we have Tichnari, level 90. His stats right here. Hunter's Path. I really hope this weapon gets reran because it's a really good weapon for official. I'm not even joking. And also Ganyu. Excuse me. He runs a 4-piece Wanderer's Troop. And he is at 969. Not sure when I'll level up his talents, but I like them where they are now. Next we have Nilu, who is a weird case. I don't really like the Bountiful Core playstyle, I guess. And she's still fun. But I am currently running her. She's also level 90, by the way. Her stats right there. She is running a Primordial Jade Cutter. I do have the key. And a 2-piece Flower of Paradise Lost, and a 2-piece Heart of Depth. Because I don't know, I don't really like the Bountiful Core playstyle, but maybe one day I'll try it. And her talents are 788. I don't know why I leveled up the normal attacks. In a normal person, or if you're ever going to build Nilu, never level up the normal attacks unless you have the resources, because they just mean squat. Next we have Yelan. She is at level 90. And here are her stats. Not as much HP as I would like, but can't have everything in this world. She has an Aqua Simulacra at R1. Her 4-piece is Emblem of Severed Fate, which I believe is her best in slot. Could be wrong. I don't know. This is what I run her with. It's what's worked for me very well. And she's triple crowned. And yes, she is a C6. This is the only character who I will say is a C6 out of the... She's the only C6 character that is a limited time character. And then we have Yoimiya, level 90, her stats right there. With a Thundering Pulse. 4-piece Shimenawa's Reminiscence. And her talents are 1099. Next is Hu Tao. Level 90, her stats right there. R1 Staff of Homa. With the 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames. And 9910. Now, because I did say this is a 2-parter, and I seem to have quite a bit of time, I'm going to go through just a few characters on their details, actually. Because maybe some people are just want to know, how do you really get like these kinds of stats? And I will choose 4 characters to showcase. First off, we have Aratakito. His crit rate to crit damage ratio is good. I would like it to be higher, and I have seen someone who has a higher crit rate to crit damage ratio, almost 300 and something, or maybe 350 crit damage. I don't know how they did it in the normal server. You can do that in a private server, but honestly, kudos to that person. But here are my stats. Have a little bit of EM that he doesn't really need because, Mono Geo doesn't need EM, but the crit crits ER. His Geo damage bonus with all 4 stacks of Husk, I believe. Next is one that I'm proud of, but also kind of surprised that it worked this way. As you can see, Kazuha does have 806 Elemental Mastery. I believe the sweet spot to prioritize or to make the best amount of elemental damage bonus with this passive is 800. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure the more EM the better, but this is 800 is I think the sweet spot. But he also has a 55 to 0.6 to a 157.3 crit rate to crit damage ratio. I like it, but the only downside is that I have no energy recharge. Now, if you know anything about Kazuha, is that he really needs ER, but I'm happy because I have EM, I have crit rate and crit damage, and usually whenever I play Kazuha, I don't really have many energy issues. I try to battery everyone, I rotate very quickly. Next, who I'm picking is Kamisato Ayaka. Obviously, because she's a cryo character and she has Mistblade Reforge, she has a high amount of crit damage with a very low crit rate. I would like for this to be higher, but you know, there isn't a weapon that has a lot of crit damage that is useful on Ayaka. And people make the argument for Light of Foliar Incision. It's not that good on Ayaka herself. She also has 132 ER. I would prefer this to be lower because in a freeze team with Mistsplitter, you don't really want more than 115 ER, I believe, because she gets a stack from not having her burst up or her energy full. Next is Yalan. You thought I was gonna say Kaching, but Yalan here, she has a 66 to 232.2 crit rate to crit damage ratio with 144.6 ER. This is very good. I'm very happy with it. Now, I don't want to go on to constellations, but yes, she is C6. And she's a very fun character. Even at C0, I would recommend her if you have other units that would benefit from her burst. And if you already have a Shincho. Because characters like Hutao, who will benefit from double Hydro, are, you know, Yalan is a great choice for that. But she isn't a high priority in my opinion. I played through all 7 states of Yalan. C0, C1, C2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, respectively. And I can say C0 is a great character. It isn't a must pull. And, yeah. But she is fun. And just for a little bonus, because I want to kind of pad out a little bit more time, you know, Kaching. She has a 52 to 228.1 crit rate to crit damage ratio. If you've ever played Kaching, you know why 52 crit rate is okay. Because whenever she has her burst, or she presses it, she gets 15 crit rate. It's really good. Also, I apologize for the bird in the background. I don't know what's wrong with him. Oh, he is trying to serenade his friends. And it's not working. But yes, so as for the ER, you know, it's actually better for it to be at 100. No ER, no extra ER. Because in the teams that you run Kaching, which is an aggravate team, you typically want to run a shield, 2 electro characters, and a Dendro. Now, Baiju does seem to be a shielder. At the time of recording this, it's already 3.6. And, you know, Baiju having this shield and stuff, and he's Dendro. He might be good for Kaching, though I think he's better for Sino. But even just, even a team that I used just for the Spiral Abyss, which was Kaching, Yalan, Nahida, and, excuse me, Kuki Shinobu. That team was good, but because of the two electro characters, the electro resonance gives you an electro particle every time you get an electro based reaction. So in an aggravate team, you're doing a lot of aggravate, a lot of spread. In my case, with my team with Elon, I was also getting some electro charged in there. So I was getting a lot of reactions, a lot of, you get a lot of reactions, you get a lot of energy, and Kaching does not benefit from that whenever she runs her best in slot Miss Splitters for Forge because of obviously the passive. It's still good though, and you always want to have a little bit of EM as well on her, right? But yeah, these are my characters. This is a crit rate, crit stat. If you'd ever want to base your build off of something, you have something to base off of. But yeah, if you'd like to see more, please comment, like and subscribe. If you like it, if you dislike it, dislike it if you dislike it. Give me more tips or give me ideas on what to do next. I will also look to post the second part of this so that you have more than just one video. Anyways, I've been Isakumochi. I stream on Twitch as well at twitch.tv/Isakumochi. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.